Good morning. I am E.Nalina, Assistant Professor in CSE Department, RMD Engineering College. I am going to take a topic, Software Development Life Cycle, in the subject Software Development Practices. So what is software development life cycle? So software development life cycle is a process where the industries can use to design, develop and test the high quality software. So SDLC aims to produce a high quality software. So it must be any software has to meet the customer expectation and reach the completion within time and the cost which is estimated. So it is known as the software development process. So SDLC is a framework for defining the task at each step. So these steps will be followed at each and every steps. So what is a software design life cycle? So it is a process followed by a software project within a software organization. So on any organization before taking a project, these steps will be followed for a productive uh, deployment of a project. So it consists of a detailed plan describing how to develop, maintain and replace the specific software. So there are 6 phases in software development life cycle. The phases are analysis, design, development, testing, deployment and maintenance. So analysis is the place where the product owner, project manager, business analyst, CTO, so these persons are involved in requirement gathering and producing it to the design team. So in the design team, the system architect and the designer will get the requirements from the analyst and the overall design is produced. So the development team, where the front end developer and the back end developer develops the code based on the design which is produced in the second phase. So in the testing team, which is important, where the solution architect, QA engineer, tester, DevOps will test the code and the design which is developed in the previous phases, whether they have achieved any, they have achieved the time or the cost or any deviation is there or not. The testing team has to test the development of the coding. So next is the deployment phase, there where the project is deployed to the client. So the data administrator and DevOps take care of the deployment team. The maintenance is after the deployment of the uh, project to the client. So the maintenance will be provided by the user, testers and support managers. So let us see why SDLC is important. So SDLC is important to define the activities deliverables. It has a standardized framework. So it provides the project planning, estimating and scheduling. So tracking and control is also easier. So these are the advantages and importance of SDLC. And it also increases the speed of development, improves the customer relationship, and it also decreases the project risk, and the expenses and the overall cost can be decreased when a proper planning and design is done. So security in SDLC. So what is the security in SDLC? The initial concept and creation of SDLC is addressed by the security activities as separate and singular task. The shortcoming of this after the fact approach were inevitable. So high number of vulnerabilities or bugs that is discovered too late in the process is not a proper way of discovering the bugs or the vulnerabilities. So it must be done in the earlier phases. So STSC provide in such a way that the bugs and vulnerabilities are discovered at the earlier phase. So advantages of STLC is it is more secure and it is a continuous process. So the awareness of the security consideration is done by the stakeholders. So there is a early detection of flaws in the systems. The flaws or vulnerabilities are discovered in the early stages. So the resolution of the issues can also be done at the early stages, which reduces the cost. So the overall cost will be reduced when a proper design and the testing is done at each phase. So overall reduction of the intrinsic business risk for the organization is also reduced. So the SDLC model in software development life cycle, there are several models involved in it. So these are known as software development process models. So the models are waterfall model, iterative model, spiral model, V model, and Big Bang model. Thank you.